Hey, welcome back to my channel. It's been a hot minute. I'm playing STALCRAFT. This is a game that I've kind of been like super into since I discovered it in I think early 2023, so a couple years ago. It's gone through a lot of changes since then, but a new season is out of the like in-game battle pass or whatever, so I decided I was gonna start a new character and just kind of go through the motions of the game. Actually, I haven't experienced this game on the Bandit side since I started way back then, and I haven't made a Bandit character that I stuck with ever since. So I've only really played Stalker side, and I felt like being evil, you know, and joining Covenant, which is basically this game's equivalent of Monolith, if you've played Stalker. It used to be called Monolith in this game, and then they changed everything for copyright reasons because they were a little bit worried about whether or not GSC Game World would come after them for copyright, because, you know, a Russian company kind of infringing, quote unquote, on the copyright of a Ukrainian IP doesn't really sit well. Kind of made them nervous. Anyway, we'll get into it.
Roger, are you alive? That's great. Come on, get up now.
We don't have subtitles. Whatever.
The mission will be starting soon. We need to get out of here quick if we want to survive. Fortunately, I have an escape plan, but you have to grab the artifact. Otherwise, it will be a waste of time. You're not much good to us when injured. Can you see a first aid kit anywhere? If so, use it.
This tutorial is pretty nice. It's got a whole lot of pretty scenery.
Anarchist ahead.
Damn fanatics. Kill them. Keep Bandits away from your position.
Oh, right. Forgot it starts you off with 2 bullets in this thing.
Now move to the northern part of the station. Also, find yourself a new weapon. The corpse of one of our men should be on this floor. I suggest searching it.
Probably won't bore you with the entirety of this tutorial.
Go to the sarcophagus roof.
What's interesting is that the one thing that the tutorial doesn't actually teach you about is armor.
Don't hesitate to search the corpses. There is always something useful on them. Here, now! Where are you, damn it? The mission is starting! Where have you got to? Move it!
None of this is really anything special anyway.
Finally! Prepare the laboratory. You had us for it. We thought of going without you.
It's nothing personal. Game was rigged from the start after all. People keep entering the exclusion zone and never come back. A so-called artifact has been used to cure yet another patient with a terminal illness. There used to be so many uncharted places on Earth, and humanity strove to explore them. Time passed, and slowly all the spaces were filled in. There seemed to be no place left unexplored by mankind. But then a dark spot appeared. Something mysterious, wild, something that defied scientific explanation. The zone. At first, the zone was the name for the 30-kilometer radius around the Chernobyl nuclear power station. This land was affected by the so-called first eruption, an enormous surge of unknown energy that changed reality itself. The first people to set foot in the zone were not scientists or soldiers. Far from it. They were ordinary wanderers, adventure seekers. They treated the zone with respect. They didn't use weapons inside it, and carefully explored its every corner. When the Trailblazers came back, they brought with them the first artifacts. Anomalous formations that possessed unnatural abilities. They could be used to cure any illness, create powerful energy sources, and violate the laws of physics. After this, interest in the zone skyrocketed. People of every stripe and moral character flooded the area. Some called themselves stalkers and tried to live according to the teachings of the Trailblazers. Others, calling themselves bandits, saw the zone as a land outside the law. A real war over artifacts broke out. And as a result, the zone was permanently changed. After that, anomalies and mutants appeared, and the zone started to fight back against humans. Over time, mutants and anomalies grew more dangerous. The abilities of artifacts began to weaken, and competition for them increased. The flow of people trying to break through the security perimeters around the zone ebbed. But at the same time, totally ordinary people with no connection to the zone started having the same dream. The details of the dreams were different, but every person saw the same thing in their sleep, a large, bright blue sphere, which every one of them saw. Everyone who had this dream made their way to the zone. This phenomenon became known as the call, and all who heard the call were blessed.
О, проснулись, улыбнулись.
Oh, good morning, sunshine. So, you back in the land of the living? Why are you staring at me? Do you remember anything, or are you about to ask me what year it is? My head's killing me. I was in a boat, then it all goes cloudy.
Ну еще бы.
I bet your boat managed to hit some kind of underwater anomaly. We barely pulled you out alive. The local doctor resuscitated you, but I guess he had a lot of work to do. He asked me to check in on you. Now you're finally awake, little mermaid. Yeah, thank you. Where am I, though?
На болотах.
We're in the swamps in the south of the zone. The bandits have set up a base here at the Boathouse. You can think of it as something of a security checkpoint before entering into the real zone. The zone. I thought that was just something from my dreams.
Сны, говоришь?
The man frowns.
Что у тебя там за сны?
Dreams, you say. What kind of dreams? I've been suffering from nightmares. A light, some kind of blue sphere. I saw the zone and heard a voice.
Ясно.
I see. You must be
Ты у нас
blessed.
блаженный.
To be honest, that doesn't mean much to me.
Не мне, дружище,
The
тебе
stalker
все это
scratches his head.
объяснять.
I'm not the
Тебе
right
шаман
person to
нужен.
explain all of
Он
this. You
местное
need to find
светило.
shaman.
Лучше
He's a
всех
local
понимает,
authority on
что не
these
так с
things. He knows
блаженными.
better than anyone about what's going
Да-да.
on with the
И у
blessed.
нас не один такой.
That's right,
Все
you aren't
больше
the only
людей
one like that
приходят
here.
с
More and
одинаковыми
more people are
историями,
coming,
сны,
telling the same
голоса,
story. Dreams,
галлюцинации.
voices,
Пытаемся
hallucinations.
разобраться.
We're trying to figure it all out. A shaman or a witch doctor makes no difference. Can you tell me where he is?
Не так быстро,
Not
дружище.
so fast,
Тебя
pal.
местные
The
выходили,
locals
но
found
сам
you,
понимаешь,
but you know how it
тут у
is.
нас не
We're not running a charity
благотворительность.
here.
Тем более,
Plus, shaman only gets
ведет дела
involved with
только с
people
теми,
who've
кто
made
хоть
a name for
как-то
themselves and
отличился,
shown their use to
показал
society.
себя
You get
полезным
me?
для общества.
I see.
Сечешь?
You're forcing work for me?
Да нет, я-то тут,
Nah, I
считай,
was just
просто
passing
мимо
through here,
проходил.
really.
Тебе
You need to go
нужно
see
к
the head of the
главному по
base,
базе
same.
заскочить. К
Take a look
святому.
around while you're at
Да и
it.
вообще,
This
осмотрись
may
по
not be a
сторонам.
five-star
Тут,
resort,
конечно,
but
не
we've got all the
пятизвездочный
essentials.
курорт,
A
но
mechanic,
все
a
для
bar,
жизни
a
есть.
shop. You'll figure it
Механик,
out.
бар, магазин. Могу тебе краткий
Do me good to get
экскурс
my
устроить,
bearings.
но
Will you
если
help?
хочешь... Хорошо, вот погляди.
Alright, now look.
Первая штука,
The first thing
которую
you need
тебе
to know
надо
is that in the
уяснить,
zone, not having a
без ПДА
PDA
человек
is
в
like
зоне,
not having a
как без
limb.
рук.
That goes for
Хоть ты
stalkers
сталкер,
and
хоть
bandits.
бандит, неважно.
PDAs have all
Там
kinds of useful
куча всякой
info on
полезной
them.
информации.
A map,
Карта,
a
список
list of
твоих
tasks,
задач,
your
твоих
friends.
товарищей.
Basically, don't be
Словом,
lazy.
советую
Take a
не
good look at
лениться
everything.
и внимательно.
Got it.
Думаю, ты подустал от
You're
постельного
probably
режима
sick of being
и хочешь
bedridden,
немного
want some fresh
развеяться.
air.
Я тут
I heard the
прослышал,
newbie
что
found some
кто-то из
loot in an old
новичков
dugout near the
заныкал в
base.
старой
Questionable
землянке возле
location for a
базы
stash.
какой-то хабар.
Maybe you could check it out.
Очень сомнительное место для
Sounds
тайника.
good. I wouldn't say no
Может,
to a
тебе
little
стоит его
outing.
проверить? Правда, неподалеку от входа в эту
Although you'll
землянку
probably
ты
run into an
наверняка
anomaly
наткнешься
right
на
by the
аномалии.
entrance to the
Ну,
dugout.
какая?
But what's the zone
Придется
without
научиться их
anomalies, huh?
обходить.
You'll have
Отправляйся
to
туда,
learn to
я
avoid
перекину
them.
координаты на твой
Go there.
ПДА.
I'll send the
Как
coordinates to your
приблизишься к месту,
PDA. When you
выйду с тобой
get
на связь
close,
и
I'll
расскажу, как
contact you
обойти.
and tell you how to avoid the anomalies. Will do.
И еще кое-что. Ты
One more
лучше
thing.
направо-налево
You
не
might not want
говори,
to go
что ты
blabbing
блаженный.
around to
Народ
everyone that
бывает
you're blessed.
всякий.
People come in all
Говорят,
types.
тут у нас уже
They
люди
say that there
лихие
are
есть, которые
already some rough
блаженных
folks
за
around
угрозу
here
держат.
who view the blessed
Если
as
они
a
о тебе
threat.
прознают,
They hear
лишние
about you,
проблемы
it
на
might bring
голову
trouble
упадут.
down on your
А
head.
тебе ж
You don't
этого
want
не
that,
надо,
right?
верно?
Thanks for the tip. What's your name anyway?
Ой, я не
Oh,
сказал,
I
что
didn't
ли?
say?
Липа.
Lyndon.
Зови
Call me
меня Липа,
Lyndon,
дружище.
pal.
И
If you
если
need
что,
anything, I'm your man.
обращайся.
By the way,
Кстати, перед
before you head
походом
to
в
the
землянку
dugout, check
не
your
забудь
PDA.
заглянуть в свой
I said
ПДА.
task for you.
Я повесил на тебя задачку.
Noted. Thanks again, Lyndon. I'm gonna try to get my bearings around here. So we start with a nice little Makarov. And I've never seen this suit. This must be a new one. I like it. It's snazzy. So a big, like, number one thing right away to learn in this game is you always want to have some food on you. These fish preserves give me stamina and stamina regen, which is really useful. You kind of want to keep food on you so that you can always give yourself some buffs. A quicker way to take down mutants before you get yourself a shotgun is always going to be the knife. And you do want to try to loot every mutant that you kill, because the drops off of them can actually be sold for pretty decent money. Stumbled across a gravitational anomaly. They're one of the most dangerous, since it's damn hard to spot them. Think there's an anomaly nearby, take out bolts and toss them right in front of you. I don't actually need to use the bolts because I can see these anomalies pretty well. Always loot boxes because they'll have things in them that you can sell. Of course, in here, it'll be nothing. Bolts actually disrupt anomalies, so if I didn't throw a bolt at this, it would still be there. As you can see, throwing the bolt again doesn't really do anything until the anomaly respawns. This looks like the stash Lyndon mentioned. We examine it. At first it doesn't seem like there's anything valuable here. Some old clothing and spoiled food, but then among the garbage you find a small silver ring. Well, it's something at least. Careful, an eruption has started. During eruptions, you must be in shelter or you'll be dead for sure. Don't leave the dugout yet. Wait a little while. I actually had a couple friends who just quickly ran out before the eruption was over. New artifacts always appear in the zone after eruption. Take a look around. You can kind of see this. You run by and grab it after disrupting the anomaly. You also run faster with your knife out. It's like CSGO a little bit. Artifacts are great, sure, but before we start learning about those, I should tell you how this all works. Come here.
Ну-ка, похвастайся
Go
находкой.
on, show off your find.
О,
Ooh,
какой
nice one.
красавец.
To find out
Чтобы
everything you need
узнать
to
об
know
этом
about the
артефакте
artifact, take
все,
it to the
что тебе
local
нужно,
scientist.
обратись к
I can
местному
sense that it'll
ученому.
take some time to find him on base.
Вовсе нет.
No
На
way.
каждой
Every
крупной
major safe base has a
безопасной
plan
базе
that you
есть
can use to
план,
orient
по
yourself.
которому ты
It's
сможешь
got all the important locations
сориентироваться.
marked.
На нем
Scientists,
отмечено
mechanic,
местоположение
merchants.
всех важных
One more
личностей.
thing.
Ученый, механик. В зоне
In
молва
the
о твоих
zone,
делах
word of
разносится
your
быстро.
actions spreads pretty
Если
quick.
будешь
If you help
помогать
the
местным,
locals, you'll earn a
твоя
pretty good
репутация
reputation
среди
among them.
них стремительно
This has
вырастет.
consequences.
Это имеет
Merchants will give you
последствия.
discounts,
Торговцы
fences will be
дают
more willing to
скидки,
buy your junk, and the head of the base
охотнее
might offer
скупают
you
твой
personal
хлам,
storage.
а глава базы может
Sounds pretty
предоставить.
good.
Опытные исследователи
Experienced zone
зоны
explorers
всегда следят
always
за
keep
своей
track of their
репутацией.
reputation. You
Ты
can find out
тоже
what the
можешь
locals think
узнать,
about you in the
что
briefs
думают о
attached to
тебе
the base
местные
plan.
в сводках,
There's already something about you
приложенных к
written
плану
there.
базы. Там, кстати,
Great,
уже
I'll go
что-то
see if they're
черкнули про
saying
тебя.
nice things about me. So you can actually pull up the map with M, and then if you double click
Да
on
уж, над известностью тебе
the
придется
base,
поработать. А теперь покажи
pulls up
артефакт
the map.
ученому.
or the plan. You can also see where everything is on the actual map and on the mini map. So we're looking for the scientist. He's going to be a magnifying glass symbol. This bandit's clearly nervous. He looks around as though expecting something to explode at any moment. Hey there, pal. I'm not your pal. What do you want, mutt? Nothing, just getting settled in at the base. Who might you be? To you, I'm Vasily Petrovich Banov. You can just call me Vasily Petrovich. The locals sometimes call me convict, but I don't recommend you pick up the habit unless you want me to sneak up on you in the night and... Anyway, I work with artifacts. If you find any interesting ones, offload them on me. Actually, Lyndon sent me. I found an interesting artifact. Oh, let me guess. You're probably a newbie who doesn't know shit about artifacts and doesn't realize how valuable this find is. Well... I'm going to tell you this once and only once. Until an artifact is identified by a scientist, it's useless to you. Once they tell you exactly what you managed to find, then you can sell it to someone for a good price, or use it for your own good. Use it for my own good? Artifacts have various useful properties. People place them in special containers and carry them so that the properties affect the wearer. Veterans create special sets of artifacts to get the best overall bonus. Anyway, it's too early for you to be thinking about sets. Go on, show me what you bought. Here, look. Throw this in here with shift-click, hit research,
Ничего ценного?
and pull it
Не
out.
парься.
It'll give us
Продай
stamina
главку
regen, psi emission protection, and a reduction in psi emissions with a trade-off of reduced vitality, which means that my health and resistances are reduced. What the fuck is going on? Alright. Psst, buddy. Are you looking for someone to flog a load of junk to? Relax, Uncle Zob's here to help. I'll gladly trade with you. Are you one of the local dealers? Something like that. I'll buy any old crap for a good price. Don't miss your chance. I won't insult you with my prices. I actually have an artifact here. So we're gonna sell him the weak piggy's eye, broken claw, pocket money, hairball, lighters, and the spectral crystal. So the other stuff in here, obviously ammo, you can't sell the ammo. This is a medication, so this is radio protectant, it'll stop radiation. Pretty self-explanatory. And these are sausage slices, which are used for crafting, or I can eat them. They're a weak boost, just like these, and buffs of the same type don't stack, so you can only have one weak boost active at a time. It'll list both, and prioritize, I believe, the longer term one. So since they're both 23 minutes, it doesn't matter. Whichever one's used last is going to be the one that it's prioritizing. This is green mold. You can sell this, but it's a barter material as indicated by the little link symbol on it in the upper left corner of the icon. What that means is that it's a bound item that's dropped upon death. Barter items are all like that, or almost all of them. So you kind of don't want to sell those. At least not unless you know you don't need
Пора
them.
к торговцу оружием. Он у меня в долгу, оформит тебе подкоп.
Then we go to the weapons merchant. He owes me a favor. Bandit carefully watches your every move as if he suspects something. Hello. What are you eyeing my gear for, huh? Trying to swipe it? I'll snap your head off your neck. Buy something or beat it. Those are the rules. Gee, thanks for the warm welcome. Warm welcome, huh? Remember this, newbie. I'm Varvara, and you don't want to piss me off. I don't just sell pieces. If I need to, I can shoot people with them too. Say, a certain chatty bastard. Got it, got it. Easy now. Let's just act like business people, okay? Doing business. Varvara smirks. Kind of. Guess that'll do. By the by, Lyndon mentioned that you owe him. If you give me a little something, we can count it towards the debt.
Тебе стоит залететь к механику. Сразу
That
приобретешь
Lyndon is a
какие-нибудь обвесы к
crafty
своему
bastard.
стволу.
Fine, I have a gun you can take. It's nothing special, but it'll do for a start. You should take it to a mechanic. Can't hurt. Need something else? If not, beat it. Let's take a look at what you have. So he has a sawed-off shotgun. Actually, I want that. I want to grab that because I can equip that as a secondary. You want to, at least I normally do this. Keep a shotgun on you, like all the time. The reason is shotguns do extra damage to mutants. And that's super important. Because mutants can be pretty hard to take down with other weapons, and they can kind of swarm you. So you can see here it has double damage against mutants. There's only one other thing that I can really get my hands on right now, and it's the Gorka suit. I don't really know if I want to grab it. This main questline does give you gear, so you don't necessarily need to worry about bartering for anything at the moment, like this early on. But it never hurts. Beliar slowly sways from side to side, paying no attention to you. Hi, I'm new here. New or old, don't creep up on me like that, dude. Sorry, didn't mean to scare you. Who might you be? I'm Beliash, the local technician. If you got something that needs fixing, I'm at your service. So I can always come to you to get my gear fixed up, right? Yep, I'm sure. Hang on. What's that ring you've got there? That's mine. You sure? I found it in a dugout near the base. Damn it, they nicked it from me. All kinds of scumbags wandering around here with light fingers. Let me guess, now you're expecting me to hand the ring over, just like that. I'm not trying to pull one over on you, don't worry. If you give me back the ring, I'll give you a flash hider. I recommend you try to mod your gear in any way you can. Guns need attachments. A naked gun is always going to lose out to a tricked out one. Okay, you win. I'm happy to trick out my gun. Great. Need anything else fixed? Can you check my gear, please? We can just hit repair all. There's also a weapon modification system. This is pretty standard for an MMO. Most MMOs have this sort of thing going on where you throw gear in and then you know, have materials that you also throw in and you have a chance to upgrade the item. It's nothing super special, but it is an important mechanic, especially as you reach later game areas. You're going to want to have equipment that is, you know, upgraded. Alright, your gun is patched up. Remember, you won't make it far in the zone with a screwed up gun. You'll be trampled, chewed up, or shot in the blink of an eye. Yep, got it. Alright then, equip the flash hider I gave you to your gun right away. I am on it. So you can just drag it onto whatever you want to put it on. I'm actually going to put it
Если ты уже закончил с торговцем пушками
on the
и
SMG.
механиком, возвращайся ко мне.
Ну, смотрю,
Well, I
ты
can
тут
see
уже
you've settled
почти
in nicely.
освоился.
Congrats.
Поздравляю.
Consider your
Считай,
newbie
что
fighter
прошел
lessons
курс молодого
complete.
бойца.
Seems so.
Расскажу еще
I'll give you
кое-что
more valuable
важное.
advice.
Если
If you
тебе
need some
понадобится
special items,
какой-нибудь
you can try
особый
the
шмот,
auctioneer. Not in
ты
the swamps,
можешь
though. You
обратиться
have to
к
go to the roadside.
аукционисту. На
You can put
болотах
stuff
ты
that you
его не
don't want up
найдешь.
for auction
Нужно
to or
топать
buy
на
other
обочину.
stalkers items.
На
Just remember
аукционе
that folks
ты
don't like buying
сможешь сам
secondhand
выставить
stuff
на
at an
продажу
auction.
что-то, что тебе не нужно.
I
Или
see.
приобретешь
So
ценности
I'll need
других
to visit the
сталкеров.
auctioneer at the
Только учти,
roadside
что
sometime.
БУ на
Anything
аукционе не
else?
любят. Закинул тебе
I'll see a
особый
nice reward
подгон
in your
на твой
personal storage.
персональный
Check it out right
склад.
away.
Советую прямо...
Thanks, I'll check it out.
Глянь прямо сейчас. Оно лишним не будет,
Check right
уверяю
now,
тебя.
it'll come in
И
handy,
не забудь
believe me.
после этого
And
забежать
don't
к
forget to go see
святому.
Saint after.
Теперь твое обучение подошло
So
к
it's
концу.
given me a whole bunch of
Зачем
ammo,
снова
there's some
дружище?
grenades, you can just shift right click and pull them out of storage. I already had bound grenades, so I don't really need that third stack. You can shift right click to use one charge of something, or you can right click the stack of pouches and hit use all, and that gives you the entire thing.
Оба-на!
Look here, the anomaly crash victim is awake, huh? I take it you're in charge here. Saint, right?
Да, я
Yes,
святой.
that's me. I'm the
Я
kingpin
тут
around here, and
пахан, и
everything
всё на
this
этой станции крутится
station
по моим
runs according to
правилам.
my
Лучше
rules.
сразу это вдуплить.
Let's get that through your
У нас
head
тут в
now. This
последнее
place has
время
felt
прямо
more
не
like
зона, а
kindergarten in the
какой-то
zone recently,
детский
what with
сад,
all the
сплошь
newbies
зеленый
coming through.
новички пруд.
And a fair piece
И
of
ведь
them
среди
are
них чертей и
scofflaws and
беспредельщиков немало.
troublemakers. I'm not fond of
Я
that
таких
sort, and I don't
персонажей
recommend
не
joining up
люблю и
with
не
them. Catch my
советую
drift?
вливаться в их ряды.
Understood.
Намёк
I wanted to ask you how I can arrange a meeting with Shaman.
Уже к
I
шаману
have to see
спешишь.
Shaman already.
Ты чё,
Are you
блаженный?
blessed? Psst, no.
Ага.
Sure.
Липа тебя
When I
предупредил,
already
что
told
лучше
you to keep your mouth
направо-налево
shut
не
about being
трещать о том,
blessed.
что
No
ты
need to lie to the
блаженный.
Kingpin
Но
now.
пахану-то можешь не
I'm aware that
заливать.
Shaman is
Я
tight
в
with the
курсе,
blessed
что шаман с
and that they want to
блаженными
meet him.
корешатся, и те с ним
Can you
встречи.
set up a meeting?
Шаман у нас тут считается за
Shaman is considered
авторитет. Он
something of a
человек
key
бывалый.
player around
И
here,
со
a seasoned
сталкерней
guy.
с нами
Managed to be
умудряется
on good
поддерживать
terms both
хорошие
with us and the
отношения.
stalkers.
Так просто тебе
You
с
can't
ним не
just turn up and
свидеться.
expect to
Ты
meet him.
сначала
Make a
прояви
name for
себя,
yourself
заодно
first. Pay off
рассчитайся
the
за
debt you owe
должок
us.
перед нами. Сам
We
понимаешь,
spent
мы на
good
тебя зеленку
antiseptic
с
and
йодом
bandages on
потратили.
you. We expect some
Ждем
gratitude.
благодарности.
Okay, so I take it you have work for me.
Есть у меня для тебя одно личное
I
поручение.
do want to ask you for one
Безотлагательной
personal
важности,
favor
так сказать.
of urgent importance, shall we
Кореш
say.
мой, Калган,
My pal
не так давно
Calgan
вернулся
recently
с
returned
северо-зоны.
from the north
Вернулся
of
не
the
один,
zone. He didn't
а с
come back
каким-то
alone. He
новым
brought a friend,
приятелем,
Art.
Артом.
This guy
Этот
Art
Арт
has
мне с
rubbed me
самого
the
начала
wrong way since
каким-то
he got
бичом
here.
показался.
What do you mean?
Как по мне, он
The way I
трахнулся
see it, he's
бестолковкой.
nuttier than
С
squirrel
ума
shit.
сошел, то бишь.
Total crazy.
Сам с собой
Talks to
базарит.
himself. The men
Мужики
say he
говорят,
woke in
что
the
он
middle of the
как-то
night
среди
once
ночи орал
screaming
так,
like he was
будто
being
его
beaten to
вертухай
death.
дубинками херачили.
I don't know why Calgan
Не
took up
знаю,
with him.
зачем Калган с ним
They
водился.
must have had some business
Видать, было
together.
какое-то свое дело.
So, what happened?
Прошлой ночью Арт
Last
убежал на
night, Art
болото.
fled into the swamps.
Опять мочали
Something got
дать
into his
голову
head, I
ударило.
guess. Calgan went
Calgan
after
за
him,
ним
now they're
дернул.
both missing. Calgan's
И
my
оба
friend.
пропали.
No matter what, the
Calgan
zone is
как-никак
like home to him.
Мой кореш.
I don't believe
Он в
some
зоне
boars
как
got him.
дома. Не верю я, что
should have
его
been back
какие-нибудь
ages
кабаны
ago.
задрать могли.
Track them both down. If
Давно он
Calgan needs
должен был
help,
вернуться.
help him.
Разы.
Where do I look?
Я тебе на карте
I'll mark the
отмечу,
area
где
where you
стоит
should look
искать.
on your map. I doubt
Не
they
думаю,
managed to
что
get
они
too
на
far
самый
in
край
just
света
one
за ночь
night.
брали.
One more thing.
И
If something
еще
happened to
кое-что.
Calgan and that
Если с
weirdo is to
Калганом
blame,
что-то
take
случилось,
him out
и в
right
этом
then and there.
виноват
Got
этот
it?
черт,
Whatever you
порешай
say,
его на
Saint.
месте.
Whatever
Понял?
you say.